On the line, as promised, we have one of the surviving members of the Mighty Diamonds, the last edition, the latest edition. Good afternoon, Benaiah.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Lindsay. Yeah, yeah.
I know today must be one of your worst days in your life. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, it's really a sad day.
yeah, I know your phone has been ringing like crazy because,
My, the phone has been going red from about 10:30 last night, and I haven't stopped yet.
I got up at my regular time, like 2:35. And one of the first thing I noticed, I missed a call from you. I'm like, oh, Ben, I call me this time, and I let him know, say, him, him know my
Yeah,
routine. And I'm
yeah,
thinking,
well,
what could it be?
yeah, I did call you around maybe 1:30 or 1:24, somewhere around there, and
Yes,
said,
you did.
boy, I
Yes.
know it's late, but let me try and see if he will answer the phone because I'm probably sleeping. But when you didn't answer, I know why. And I said, all
Right,
right,
right, right.
tomorrow when Clinton wake up, I'm going to see what's going on and I'm going to see the reason why I
Yes.
was calling him that late.
Yes. I
Yeah.
appreciate it because even though you weren't the only one, I've been a lot of people just sending in. They want to know, confirm it, and I'm like, I was talking to my uncle this morning, and I was saying to him, when did I get to this place where people see a story and they have to check with me to find out if it's true or not? When did I get to that place?
Well, Mr. Lindsay, confirmation went on for about an hour and a half on my phone,
I can
with
imagine.
text messages, WhatsApp, phone calls, everybody. And that was really expected with the tragedy that
Right.
happened because, people want to really find out is it true
Is it?
because everybody who hear this news is also in shock because anybody can vote for Tabby that he's just a humble person. He doesn't bother nobody. Listen, if you're next to Tabby and Tabby talking to you, sometimes you don't even hear what I'm saying. Him is that humble spirit.
Yes. Yeah.
You understand? It's just when you see Tabby on stage making up, singing and loud and everything, it's just the fire that come out
Come
of him
on.
for the love of
Right.
music that him do that. But when him come up, it's like a mumbling. I say, oh,
Mm.
man.
No, I know this. First of all, before we get into any further discussion, I want to pay my respect and condolences on behalf of the listeners, my family, my crew, and everybody else to you, your family, your fans, and the other members of the group. So we want to make sure we get that out the way. Because I know it must be a hard time for you, Benaiah.
Yeah, man, it's the outpour even here in my hometown. I am getting calls from people who I haven't spoken with in so long, and
Right.
I don't really go much places lately. And boy, I'm telling you, the outcry for the support bring tears to my eyes.
Oh,
The way
man.
people is gathering around and want to just support this thing. I want to find out what's going on, and
Right.
their conversation make you tear up. You're like the love that they had for the person and the music, and
Right.
you already know that Diamonds have so much string of hits that so if you start call tune, you're going to forget because you
Yeah.
say, oh yeah, that one too. Oh yeah, yes, you know
Exactly.
what I mean?
You're talking at least 50 years of recording, my friend.
That is right. That is true. That is
Personally,
true.
though, Benaiah, how is it affecting you? Did it sink in as yet? Or are you still wrapping your head around this? What happened
Well,
yesterday?
yeah, it's sinking, and it is a major disturbance for me. Number one, I'm gonna tell you, just 2 days ago,
Hmm.
Judge called me and said to me, "We have some show line up in Europe to go do, in August. Send me a passport."
Mm-mm.
And I send it to him, and I'm like, "Why? It's like you just never know what is what and what's gonna happen.
Right.
The
We
best thing
don't.
you have to do when you're on earth is just live good."
No, what have
Yeah.
you heard? Because I've heard different stories, but are you at liberty to say anything? Have you heard anything? Well, first of all, let's say it was a drive-by shooting. Can you confirm that?
Well, yes, you can call it a drive-by. You know, it's a drive-by, but then again, the car didn't really just drive all the way by and shoot and keep going, you know.
No.
What I have heard so far, and I can speak on it, is that because it's out there, um, you know, a car drove up, and there has been some conflict between one of Tabby's family member
Ah, okay.
that is ongoing for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
I did hear about the conflict back in 2017. That is how long I've been hearing about it. But
2017.
yes,
That's
I
5 years
rather,
now.
yes, I rather not speak on what I hear on the conflict.
I understand.
But
Yes.
but that conflict was pending for a while. So when the car pulled up now, it was like, well, is a get back thing going on right here, you know? Is a get back thing going on. It was like a special. I am going for this man, and that's it. And I don't care who him there with now. You see? So at this point, when the car pull up, man come out of the car. The first thing him do is shoot Tabby. I mean, Tabby could not survive because them shoot him all in the face.
What?
Yes, him get a bullet in him face too. So then they shoot one of his family member. I'm not sure who was sitting next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tabby always come outside the house and go across the street, you know, and sit down and reason virgin. Remember Jamaica set up the friend from on here.
Right.
In America here. So him go outside and him sit down with him bridge. Him probably out there sing all two songs and everybody.
Yeah,
nice
because there's a video out that show that, like, sometime before the killing, he was out there singing and having a good time. Have you seen that video?
No, that video is an old thing. That is from about last year or so. That is not. It's not recent. That I remember that video. I saw that long time ago with the backpack on him.
Right, but he was singing to the Barry Salmon song, which was, well, it could have been late last year then.
Yeah, but that was somewhere. He was in front of his house, you know. You see that look like a parking lot right there.
Oh,
He was somewhere else. That was last year or year before that happened.
It would have been last year, because Barry Salmon song came out with Wickerman like October, November of last year. So it would have to be...
Okay. So I remember seeing that video from that time until now. It was like a yesterday video.
Right. They mislabeled it.
And him get shot. He was sitting down and the car pull up. So it's like you could not really run. You know, so when the car pull up and gun come out, now you're frightened and bop, 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 bop. And people get shot and...
Two people died.
This is him and him family member.
It was so you're saying the other person that died could have been a family member?
Not could have. It was a family member.
It was a family member.
And I know that his daughter was out there sitting with him too. And she went inside. She went in the house. And then the bullets, when she heard the bullet, them come back out and see Tabby on the ground dead.
Is it like a retaliation of bad, you know, if you say it was an issue that's been going on for years? Is it some sort of retaliation to something that have happened in the past then?
No, well, that is exactly what happened. Is a follow-up, is a retaliation. You know, I mean, these information that I am speaking to you on is also available in the Gleaner.
Oh,
you know?
Wow. But my question to you, Benaiah, did you ever talk to Tabby about, you know, yo, things are going, you know, you need to take a break, get away from the community, come stay in Florida with you, or just to cool things off? Did you ever talk to him about that?
Well, listen, not just for me to talk to him about that, but years prior to, way before I joined the group, Bonnie and George would say to Tabby, boy, we need you to come live somewhere else other than Waterhouse, you know. Him said, no, him not leave him there. Because what happened now, Tabby really was beloved where he was, you know. Tabby is a man, Tabby's a man where we walk out on the street and see somebody and them say, boy, I'm hungry, you know, and him, whatever him have, him give them and gone. You know, so him take care of people. People take care of him.
Right.
So no one had expected what was going to happen. Even though he knew that there was a talk like that going on, like a man going to come for him one day.
Oh my
But
goodness.
because of the years that went by, me personally speaking on my own right now, I would think that, boy, it looked like it calmed down, you know, and, you know, we forget about that because I have been to Jamaica and did several shows with Mighty Diamonds. I did shows with Frankie, Fab Five, with Jeremiah's birthday party twice. And even Frankie called me this morning and said they were thinking of having Mighty Diamonds back with Tamblins and all kind of other people. And yeah, so what happened? He was hearing those words from before, you know, but he did not really. So
he didn't believe he didn't believe they would harm him. Basically,
no, because he's so grounded in where him live.
Right.
You know, him all right there. So.
Oh wow!
You know, everybody know him. Everything, you know. But it's a surprise thing catch him still, you know.
So
because
when you
remember they had order of distinction last year.
Last year, right? So basically, then
order of distinction. Show has been going on. Tabby been going to studio doing dubs, and all kind of things been going on. So because all of that's been happening,
right?
You would believe more or less that that now going really happen.
Right. So basically, then, Benaiah, when you heard, you weren't 100% shocked or surprised?
200%.
What? Not surprised?
Shock and surprise.
Oh, with all the way you know I go on for the past couple of years, when it happened, you were still shocked?
Yes, because I don't forget about that.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's like a pinch, it's like a recall when I hear
you're right.
That, boy, it was a thing that was going on from past that reoccurred, that brought my attention back to, yes, I mean,
right. I got you.
Hear that, you know. And so, wow, yeah, it was too, because, you know, when my phone start text up and ring up and, you know, I'm saying wait, and then them saying them used to Tabby get killed. I say, the first thing I did was I don't know anything about that. So me say, all right, let me call Jamaica. Call Judge. I say, Judge, people are calling me and say Tabby is killed, you know. Well, him say, me hear that too, but me not have no confirmation on that. Me soon call you back because me have to hear from better source.
Right.
And him never call back. I'll know me and him not talk because I figured him probably in the state of... Listen, I've been with the group, how many years? From 2015 until now. What, 7 years?
7 years,
okay.
Yes.
Okay. They have been together for 52 years.
Right. You just had dropped in the bucket.
Yeah, so, right. So, you know,
but
you're just giving him space.
Right.
Because he will call me when he's ready.
When he's ready. Yeah, I'm sure, because, I mean, the discussion of where does the group go now? What, in your mind, where does it go now?
Well, all right, put it this way, Mr. Lindsay. I can tell you this much. There is not another Tabby voice I have heard nowhere in the world to say, boy, we have a singer we can replace him, because we're not even thinking of that right now. We have to go over this hump that we're going over. This deal, we have to go over this before even thoughts of, and this is going to take a while too. You see, because, look, all right, when you check it out, Dennis Brown died, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how much people me hear sound like Dennis Brown after?
Right, that is true.
Okay, but how much people you know can sound like Tabby? Let's even go further. Look at Burning Spear. You ever hear anybody sound like Burning Spear yet?
No. No.
You know, so it's not really that you're looking for a singer to sound like Tabby still, but the world and the industry still want to hear I Need a Roof, Have Mercy.
Right.
You know, those songs. You understand?
With that voice.
Government.
With that voice.
They're going to want to hear it still.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't just say, all right, Tabby is dead and we just go home and sit down and call it a day.
Well,
there's an outlook for the future.
Well, I would expect that you guys gotta carry on. You know, I didn't I didn't think you guys gonna disband the group and say, well, that's it. I'm sure somewhere along the line you gotta find a suitable. It might not be, and it cannot be anything near to Tabby, because Tabby, one thing everybody's I know and have called me and talked to me about is the sweetness of his voice. That
Right.
voice, the harmony in his voice. You might be
Right.
able to find, if you look at the Eptones when Leroy Sibbles left, they found Nago Morris, which did
Right.
a good job until he passed. So I'm just
Right.
thinking that you're gonna be going on an audition for when everything is out of the way and you resume your career. That you're gonna go have an audition in Florida, New York, Jamaica, Germany, wherever, to find that as close to Tabby as you can find.
Yeah, well, I am an act on my own, an artist on my own.
Yeah,
I
you
have
do
about
your
two
solo
two
thing.
more songs left to finish my new album, and my album is called Vision with Faith. So when
Vision
time
with
comes for that,
faith.
it's a different thing.
Is that it?
You know,
Yeah.
what I mean, I always had my thing going, but yes, but Diamond is a bigger thing than mine,
Right. Is
and
it too
until
early?
mine.
Is it too
Huh?
early to ask you about services and funerals and all those things? Is it too early to
Way too
ask?
early because I don't even know, and I have to make preparation myself. I can't stay in Miami
Right, right.
and
Yeah.
hear what's going on. I have to be presented to.
Well, listen,
So
I know the world wants to talk to you. I know you. When I called you this morning, you were talking to me, and then you have another call, and I know it's crazy for you, and I'm sure you can understand why, because the
of course
group.
I do understand why. You see, because I have people calling me from, and just to give you an example, people calling me from Holland, France, Spain,
Oh my goodness.
Toronto,
Oh,
California,
wow.
Brazil,
Wow.
Mexico,
Wow.
all over the world.
Right.
You
Well,
know, and they don't know my number. They call me on Messenger, and I try to answer all of them.
yes, yes. Because so far you're the one that's reachable. Jordan
Yeah,
and the other one, can't
that's
find them.
true.
But
Yeah.
you when you joined them 7 years ago, you've been like the spokesman of the group, though. I noticed that.
Well, it's just because, then it's not really so much the spokesman, but they are in Jamaica and I'm here. I'm closer to what's happening here,
Right,
that I
right.
can say what's going on with Diamonds. But
Right, right,
yeah, I've been doing the business for the group for a long time now, but
right.
because of COVID and all those things, nothing has been doing lately. But
Right.
yeah, but
And the
yeah.
fact that they called to say that they're getting ready you guys getting ready to go on the road for the summer. Um,
Right.
I can just imagine the fans around the world that were expecting to see the Mighty Diamond. Might still see them, but not with Tabby Diamond.
Right.
Listen,
Right.
I know. Listen, Benaiah, I know the pressure you're under, and I'm not gonna be selfish and take up all your time, because the rest of
Yeah.
the media and the world waiting to you to get off the phone with me and get to them. I want to thank you very much, my friend.
Yes. Right.
And again,
My pleasure, man.
yeah, man. And again, our condolences here from Foundation and all the other jacks. Go to you, the Mighty Diamonds family, friends, and everybody. Hold tight, stay strong, and we'll talk.
Yeah, man. I will extend your condolence in Jamaica too. So no problem. Thanks you very much too.
All right then. Respect, yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yeah,
stay
man.
safe.
Nice.
And Lindsay a promoter. Bring up the biggest set of artists from Jamaica. Like Super Cat and Mr. Early be the doctor. Only for artists, no for them me can remember. Who can remember when them used to keep Jamaica? The kind of show that used to give out no for water. To reggae artists.